Hey, welcome back. So, I'm going to be talking about day 17, although I am recording this on day 18. That being said, day 17 was the day I did 0 minutes of studying. So, day 17 wasn't completely unproductive. It is the day I uploaded 3 videos to YouTube about day 15 and 16. But after editing and uploading those videos, I kind of became tired again. So I did the first dumb thing, which is going and having a heavy breakfast. And I did the next dumb thing, which is then going on my phone because I felt full and sleepy. I think the reason I made these two mistakes was, one, I was not used to being so productive. Day 16 I was pretty productive, and day 17 I felt this pressure to be productive. So I wasn't used to it. So I just resorted to what was habitual. And two, I was just feeling so overwhelmed by the amount of studying I had to do. For medical genetics, I have an oral exam coming up, and I need to learn 55 topics in these 4 days. So the first day I started and I was able to get through 4 big topics, but even though I put 2.5 hours, the fact that I only got through 4 topics completely shattered my motivation. And day 17 I really felt that. I was like, what's the point of putting in 3 hours of studying and then getting nowhere, right? And that thought haunted me, and I just could not begin studying. I just kept on putting it off. Like, it wasn't a matter of not being able to study. So in week 1, there was this feeling that I just could not start studying, right? But this is different. Every single moment, I knew that I am fully capable of putting down the phone and starting. I learned how to just say no to the whiny voice in my head. But this was almost like I was willingly refusing to study, and it was kind of fascinating to me. But I did not fix it on day 17. I kept on checking my phone for hours and hours, and I got so tired by the evening I just fell asleep. I woke up, had some food, went back to sleep. I just could not do any work. I reflected on it that night and the next day, which is day 18, and for a long time I think it was the negativity that piled up from watching the phone. For some time I actually thought that I was kind of self-sabotaging, right? Like, I did so well for one day that, oh, this is not use, I'm not used to this, I should not be doing this. I thought that was the case. But then I found this interesting video. I'll try to link it in the description. It says that people don't just self-sabotage, and I really resonate with what the psychologist said in that video. I don't think it was self-sabotage, but merely the fact that I did not have the systems and the habits in place to support such productivity. A month back, before this exam cramming session, I would study less than 30 minutes every day. I would not study, basically. From that state, I am suddenly forcing myself to sit down and study for 3+ hours every single day. I'm not used to that kind of discipline. So it's not surprising that I would struggle to maintain that. But that being said, the number one cause of me failing to do any work on 17 was not my phone, was not the food, but myself. Why am I saying this? Because it kind of goes back to the video about schedules, employees, and employer, like the video I made a while ago. I was not being a good employee and a good manager. What do I mean by that? I was micro analyzing every tiny detail about day 16, every tiny thing that I did well, and I was forcing myself to work that way. I was like, I have to get this many hours of work done, I have to do that much and that much and that much, and I had to pass, and I was just pressuring myself a lot. And this backfired in me just refusing to work. I realized that, and on day 18, when I woke up, I decided I am not going to look at my phone. So I did go on my phone. I'm not perfect, but I soon switched my phone off, put it away, and start to get to work. And when I did that, when I started working, I instantly got back the motivation, the drive that I had when I started genetics preparation. And it's like as if day 17 didn't even exist. I was just back where I left off at day 16. And what was interesting to me was I wasn't thinking about, oh, I have to do this many hours of Pomodoro. I wasn't thinking about, oh, I have to finish this many topics and this many topics. I wasn't trying to micromanage every little thing. I was just trying to get work done and just do what I had to do, right? And I think that's pretty powerful, because you don't have to have things completely dialed in and perfect all the time. You just have to show up and do the work for that day. That being said, day 18 was a pretty good day. I got in 3 hours, 2.5 hours of studying, and I went, joined my friends, and I got a bit of studying done with them as well. So overall, 18 was a pretty good day. And yeah, we'll see how it goes the rest of the days and preparation for medical genetics.